The room is silent, but the man in the chair is screaming, without moving a muscle. Jena, Germany, 1924. Night presses against the lab windows like a living thing, and the air smells of warm metal, ink, and faint disinfectant. On a table sits a tangle of wires and a machine that looks more like a lie than a tool. Delicate needles, trembling coils, paper waiting to be scarred by a line no one has ever seen. Hans Berger leans in close, listening the way you listen for footsteps in a dark hallway. He isn't chasing a pulse. He isn't chasing breath. He's chasing something more unsettling, proof that thought has weight and that the brain speaks electricity. People have tried to trap the mind before, with philosophy, with prayer, with pure will. But Berger wants a signature, a trace, a confession written by the nervous system itself. He asks his volunteer to sit still, to relax, to close their eyes. And then the pen touches paper. At first, nothing. Just the ordinary hiss of a machine doing nothing important. Berger's stomach tightens. Because if the line stays flat, the world stays safe. If the line stays flat, the mind remains untouchable. Mysterious, yes, but unreachable. Then the needle twitches. A tiny shiver. A faint rise and fall like distant waves in fog. Berger freezes, barely breathing, afraid that even his hope might shake the signal away. The pen moves again. Steady now, repeating alive. It's not a heartbeat. Not a muscle. Not a trick of the lamp. It's the brain. And here comes the first reframe, the moment that makes his hands go cold. When the subject opens their eyes, the pattern changes. The gentle rhythm collapses, replaced by a faster, restless scribble, as if the brain, caught in the act, suddenly rearranges its mask. Close the eyes, calm waves. Open the eyes, sharp chaos. So what is that? A doorway? A code? A hidden tide called attention that rises the second the world rushes in. Berger stares at the paper, and the paper stares back. Because this isn't just a recording. It's a new kind of mirror, one that doesn't show your face, but the storm behind it. In that moment, the mind stops being a rumor. It becomes a signal, and once you can measure a signal, you can follow it, through sleep, through seizures, through silence, through the fragile border where consciousness flickers like a candle in wind. A line on paper. A room in Jena. A man listening to the quietest voice in the human body, until the quiet finally answers. If this story gave you chills, help the channel grow. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. What do you think your brain would say if it could speak out loud?